For nearly 4 decades, Le Terrouvet has celebrated the finest winemakers in the world, and tonight is no exception as we experience the wines of a business-minded marketing legacy from one of the most renowned champagne dynasties.
The reward is probably the champagne in itself, because what a wonderful product. I love it. Every day I feel just like in a paradise to be able to taste, to be able to compare, to be able to discover the effect of the time. You have something which lets you always in the sky with champagne.
Vitalier Taittinger, a California winemaking expert and global wine consultant. With a resume including key posts at Robert Mondavi, Simi, and Shandona Stints, she has pioneered the way for women in the industry. She was the first woman to assume senior leadership at a California winery and was the first president of the American Vineyard Foundation. Zelma Long, president of one of Napa's most highly respected wineries.
Although running a company in any industry can be challenging, if you love what you do, it is less of a job and more something you look forward to coming to every day. The greatest reward is the diversity of what I get to do every day and the interesting people I get to meet.
Shannon Staglin, owner, manager, and winemaker of a terroir-influenced St. Helena estate.
It was in Bordeaux and Burgundy where I literally or emotionally fell into the soil. It was that year that I truly knew I had the ability and the desire to translate grapes into fantastic wine, terroir.
Pam Starr, an eloquent ambassador with global marketing prowess.
I'm not sure there was a moment where I suddenly felt successful, but I could feel that cultivating friendships with the people who love and sell our wines was working. I felt good about that. The personal connection is incredibly important.
Lindy Novak, a Central Coast award-winning top Pinot producer.
We do what is known as punch downs in the evenings. It's where you take a metal tool and you punch the must down into the juice. And unfortunately, it also has to be done in the middle of the night, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. And the one night that I don't do it could be the one time what it takes to take this wine from a good wine to a great wine. That in itself is perseverance, because you know that no matter what, you have to get the job done.
Jenny Lee Bonacorsi, a Barcelona-born winemaker, author, and ambassador of Spanish wines in North America.
It is a hard business, but when I was living in Spain, and women were sort of second-class citizens up to 75, which is when I came to live here, the feeling was that I couldn't do the same things that men did. And that, of course, was enough for me to think, what do you mean I cannot do it? I'll show you.
Marimar Torres. These brief insights into the accomplishments of our special guests don't even scratch the surface of the spirit of these amazing wine industry legends. With such powerful women in one room, there's no better time to celebrate them than tonight. So let's shatter the glass ceiling here at the Nashville Wine Auction as we raise our glasses to these incredible women in wine.